What if I told you could grow your back, boost your bench, bulletproof your shoulders, fix your posture, and energize your workday with just 100 daily reps of this silly little band exercise you can do anytime, anywhere. Woo! My apologies for the over-the-top intro. I put a little bit too much cocaine in my morning coffee. In this video, I will show you everything you need to know about this exercise with the goal of this being the single best YouTube tutorial on the pull-apart. You'll learn how to do it with perfect form and technique so you can fix your posture, ease shoulder pain, and boost performance on just about every other exercise in the game. I'll also show you how to unlock endless exercise variations so you never get bored with what looks like on the surface to be a very simple, straightforward drill. And if you're stuck in a rut or looking to switch things up, get ready to take on the 28-day challenge of just 100 pull-aparts per day. You can do this drill anytime, anywhere, even at your work desk. For some perspective, if Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain can score 100 points in a 48-minute professional basketball game, you can do 100 pull-aparts in 24 hours. Before we get started, I spent 90 minutes alone on this stupid thumbnail, so please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. In terms of setup, the traditional approach is to hold one end of the band in each hand. The closer you grab in the band, the more resistance you get. However, this can lead to slippage, especially when you get sweaty, and can also bother the webbing of the hand. I personally prefer the wrapping technique both around the trunk and the hands. This gives you the most secure grip. It's great for lots of reps and lots of miles. Give it a shot. In terms of grip, there are two primary options: underhand and overhand. Now, the overhand is the one you see most people do. That's going to target the rear delts more, but I think you'll find the underhand to be most corrective because it really gets the low mid trap, which pull the shoulder blades down and back, and it works that external rotation. In terms of trunk positioning, you can make the exercise harder by hinging at the hips, and now you've got the gravitational load of your arms plus the band resistance while stretching your hamstrings and strengthening your entire backside. The upright position is just going to be about the band resistance, and my favorite way is actually to start hinged and then kind of mechanically drop set into the upright shape. You can also mix between dynamic and static versions of the aforementioned option, doing a rep hinged to a rep upright and just kind of flowing for time. It's a great way to kind of just mix things up, energize yourself, and take what seems to be a boring movement and add some life to it. For a more precious pump and burn plus an enhanced mind-muscle connection, try applying the bodybuilding pulsing technique in the contraction phase for 3 to 5 reps before returning to the starting position. This also tends to hit the fast twitch fibers more. You can even go overhead to boost shoulder mobility and clear more space in the shoulder girdle to avoid the impingement that tends to put you on injured reserve. This is also a great warm-up, active recovery, or filler exercise between sets for movements like pull-ups, snatches, and overhead squats. As a 42-year-old, I'm always looking for ways to sneak in extra mobility, especially for the hips, to offset prolonged periods of sitting. You can do it from a tall kneel or a split kneel. This really helps you activate the glutes, stretch the hip flexors, and prevent any excessive body English or momentum to really isolate the movement. Why not kick it up a notch, especially on a leg day, with split squat iso variations that will absolutely crush your quads. Now you can do it at a higher level, a lower level, mix between them dynamically. You'll find this to be such an effective exercise to squeeze a little bit more out of your legs, but again, it's a full body movement, so more overall metabolic boost and calorie burn. Now let's slide side to side in the often neglected frontal plane of movement to both stretch the groin and grow the glutes. We're talking both the adductors and abductors. Such a good sizzle. It's easy on the knees, and anytime we can do stability, mobility, all that good stuff, it's a great option. As if the wall sit wasn't torturous enough, you can also add a pull apart while isometrically holding with the top thighs about parallel to the floor. This is an incredible starter or finisher. It'll really test your mental strength. Anytime I can stretch the calves and get extra ankle mobility work, I jump at the opportunity. You can elevate your toes in a slant board from both the upright and hinge positions while pulling apart to make it a complete lower and upper body exercise. You can also elevate your heels to target your quads more and get a little knees over toes training to give you more resilience on and off the court or in and out of the gym. You can do this from a parallel squat stance. You can also go to the split stance to strengthen imbalances between sides and get extra hip, knee, and ankle mobility benefits. A recent study concluded that the ability to balance on one leg
not only reduces the risk of injury, it can also help you live longer, reducing the risk of falls, which can put you in a wheelchair and accelerate the loss of strength and mobility that comes with age. You can also hinge at the hips to make it more of a posterior chain movement. You'll absolutely love the burn and the balance boosting benefits. What about hitting those fast twitch fibers with a little low impact footwork to break a sweat and get your heart rate up? Step and pull apart at the same time, get that rhythm down, start slow and gradually build the speed. Whether you play basketball or not, adding that drop step will increase your overall athleticism and give you that rotational movement to hit the transverse plane that isn't in most people's programs. If you find it too tough to balance on one leg, just hinge off of a wall, placing your back foot in full contact, and now you have just enough stability to stay in motion, get that extended time under tension, and stability, mobility, and muscle building benefits. You can modify by kickstanding your back foot and really hinging at the hips to get about 80% or more of the weight on the front leg without having to worry about falling or tilting or turning too much. The key to burning as much fat as possible and maximizing how many calories you crush per minute is to involve as much muscle mass as you can. Adding lunges to your pull-aparts will do just that. You can go slow, you can go fast, you can mix tempos. It'll really drive incredible metabolism boosting benefits. The iso lunge ladder is a variation you will love to hate. Lunge back, do one pull apart, come back to a stand, lunge again, then do 2 pull aparts, then 3, adding 1 rep every time you sink to the bottom of a lunge. By the time you get to 5 to 10 plus reps, the quad burn is off the charts. If you're looking for arguably the best pre-walk run warm-up, try the sprinter step-up stretch on a high boxer step to completely mobilize the hips, the knees, the ankles, and activate the upper mid-back muscles to get our posture aligned, our gait corrected. This will unlock performance and really grease the groove. If you have multiple bands, try this bro down, throw down, drop set. Use a thicker band for max reps, then immediately bump down to a lighter band for max reps. You'll notice with the thicker band, the rep tempo is a bit slower, and then you go faster with the lighter band. This gives you the best of both worlds, the fast and the slow twitch, the strength and the stamina. My personal favorite variation does require a back extension machine, but we're isometrically holding that position. Great strength benefits to the lower back, will grow the glutes and the hamstrings, and we'll get all of the upper mid-back muscles involved too.
Take on the challenge. 100 reps daily, 10 sets of 10, 4 sets of 25, 2 sets of 50, or 100 reps in as few sets as possible. You can do it anytime, anywhere. Take it with you at work, your desk, in your car, on the road, hotel room. You gotta get it done. Come back in the comments, let me know how it goes. And of course, ask me any questions. You wanna take this to a whole new level? Try my 28-day Hanks Challenge right here. This will be the most transformative program you'll ever do. Lay a fitness foundation that's rock solid for life. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. Peace.